The casting process was very long because I wanted to interview all the actors and actresses, and we had like 2 months of interviews, and then the pandemic started. So we had a lot of candidates that were really great, but we had to stop for 1 year for the pandemic, and then we had to restart. And I had this feeling, and I proved it, that many of them were already too old for the characters, because at that age everything changes quickly, and I didn't want 20s plus playing 15, 16 like in other kind of stories, which I understand it happens sometimes, but in the stories so intimate, so delicate, I wanted to be so realistic with some feelings, and I needed the actors to be really close to the age of the actual characters.
Córtela, por favor.
The one who plays Manu is somebody who I have worked with before in a short film, but he was too young at the beginning of the process. But after the pandemic, he had the perfect age for the character. I had a feeling I had to look for somebody who was really close to the character. Composing a character is difficult for somebody that age, I believe, and so it's easier to go and find someone who is very similar to the character. But Martín is not like the character. He's very talkative, very, very funny. He speaks a lot, and he's totally different than Manu. But he made a great work himself to understand what I wanted to tell with the material. He made me a lot of questions that I said, we should change that, because he had a more present feeling of course, being this age. But I had this particular feeling when we met like 2 months after the shooting. It was a completely different person for me, because that was Martín, and during the shooting he was Manu, because we were working every day and I was looking at him as the character, but he made a great process of construction for the character. In Sublime, I was lucky to work with people that were very enthusiastic about the story we were going to tell, and they were being part of it, and it was not like pushing them into what I wanted. I believe it was lucky. They acted like adult professional actors, all of them. It was really nice experience. Plus they were very funny, and there were funny moments when the set is happy, when we say cut and somebody's laughing and somebody is making a joke. That is good for the film. I believe you can notice that when you see a film, that the set had that energy, and I believe these young actors were very intense in that way, very funny, and they were very friends with each other, and they were making jokes, and that was really good energy for the process.